Oh, and we're off. Let's go. So this is going to be the introductory rather, episode to my podcast, Dad and Company. It's just I'm going to sit down and talk to one or two random people every week. Whoever wants to talk to me, whoever wants to listen to me ramble on.
Or call.
And that voice you hear in the background is my brother, Deontay. He's actually going to be the pilot episode. He's my guinea pig for this. So say hi, Deontay.
Hey, what's up?
So we're in the basement. There's good dogs. If you hear dogs in the background.
Squeaky toys in general.
Barking. Depends on what happens. So, yeah. Let's just, first, we'll just get into this. Today was
just a shit fucking day.
So what happened today? We got up. We were like, okay, no big deal. I get here this weekend. I'm going to put a tow package on my wife's Jeep. Easy peasy, right? 6 bolts in and out.
So you think.
So what? That's what, like a 45-minute job?
Yeah. For normal people.
2 days for us. 2 days. So.
2 days for us.
So the whole premise is you have a couch. You got a new couch. You're giving me your other couch. So I'm coming up from Cincinnati to Cleveland, where you live. And we're putting the tow package on, renting a trailer, and then I'm taking it back to Cincinnati. Easy.
So we think. Everything always sounds easy for us until we actually start getting into it. And then it's all downhill as soon as we start. There's no in between. It's down straight the hill.
So I don't even think it's a hill. I think
it's just a straight
hole. Just a giant hole in the earth that we just keep jumping in.
We're really good at jumping into that hole. Like 100% just straight into it.
So what would you say our biggest challenge was putting that hitch on?
Finding the correct way to open up the hole that we had to. Because we went to a store 3 times. The same store twice, but still, like 3 times. When we should have just said, screw it, got the right thing at the very beginning, and called it a day.
That is true, yes.
But no, we always try to find something just a little bit cheaper. When you figure we have learned from our situations in the past, but we just have not.
Yep, fair enough. So we do, 90% of our own work on the vehicles.
On everything, like right. Not even just vehicles.
Yeah,
like
the houses, on the vehicles, on your fence.
Yeah, built that from nothing. That was a project in itself. Get into that some other time.
So it's easy to put, in theory, it's easy to put a hitch onto pre-drilled holes that you have
into the frame.
Yeah, into the frame that you have to fish a wire through that screws onto the bolt, and then from there you just pull the bolt through, push the hitch up into place, and then you put the washer and the nuts on the bolts.
Simple.
Well, the problem is the initial hole in the underside of the frame isn't big enough.
Just a little bit too small.
Just a little bit. So the hole needs to be 1 inch wide on the model we were working on. And the hole was, a half inch, maybe? Maybe a half inch to start with the plug in it.
That's fair. I'd say that.
So we get what I thought would work first.
Which was, a step down bit?
Yeah, a step bit. So the problem was
instead of getting one that said, hey, this is good for metal, we were like, metal. This one's a little bit cheaper. Just a little bit.
A little bit cheaper. I think we need... Okay, let's elaborate on a little bit cheaper.
There was 2 at Harbor Freight that I pointed out. You grabbed the one that was cheaper, and then for $3 more, there was one that specifically said it was good for metal.
But the problem was why I didn't want to get that one was it said soft metal. We're drilling into a steel frame. That's
but the other one didn't say anything with metal. So I feel like soft metal is better than no metal at all.
I think we still would have gotten the same. But you forget, that's not the first one we went to go get.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. The one that we went for on Friday. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, technical difficulties there. We're back. So we go to the store. And I grab the bit. I'm like, oh man, this is exactly what I need. This is awesome. And it's only $20.
See the price?
It's only $20. So I go ring it up.
Comes up at $75. 75. You were like, wait, what?
So I said, okay, let me go back and look. Obviously, I messed something up. Yep. Definitely looked at the wrong price. So
you looked at the price right underneath it instead of the price right above it.
So I get a shitty bit. And
So we go to a different store the next day.
yeah.
After you got off the phone to get your trailer. And that's a different story. Like, we could start talking about that here in just a second. So, we go to a different store, and I point out two. One of them say nothing about the metal, which we've already discussed this. And we should have went with the second one. We didn't. Decisions were made. Bad decisions happen.
Yep, your fault. Not mine.
Oh, yeah, screw you.
Your fault, not mine.
Uh-huh.
You're supposed to be the drill bit expert?
Oh, I am? I'm just an accountant, man. I sit behind in a cubicle behind a desk. So,
I think you had it right the first time. You deserve to be behind the cubicle.
I feel like I kind of am. I'm shoved into a corner at my office. I really am.
Well, at least you don't work in the quote quiet zone, which is an actual thing that they hung signs up in my job. But
Well, that sounds like a good place. I want to go there.
it's like a library without books.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
So finally, we just buy a 3/4 inch.
Titanium.
Yeah, just a titanium drill bit for metal. And I wiggle it around. I get it to a slot where the head fits in of the bolt. And then from there, easy. Pull the bolts through. Nope. Classic Bartlett. What did we do?
Okay, so the bolts, getting them through and up through the section, we got them there. That part went easy.
Yep.
But when we got to the point where we had to get the actual hitch up in there, one side we got through perfectly fine. Semi-perfectly fine. I'm saying it went sort of easier than the other side. But then we go on to the passenger side of this vehicle in the rear, and what do? We kink up this thin metal
Wire, basically.
wire up in there, and you can't get to it from underneath. So we had
wrapped it around like the two holes. We had put it through the right hole, and then in the chaos of wiggling this damn hitch up into place, it had wrapped around a couple times in places we didn't want it to be. So the bad thing is, if this wire falls off of this nut,
we are screwed.
Yeah,
we have to take everything apart.
find new wires, because these are specially made like wires that thread onto the bolts.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh, well, on top of that, we would have had to try to fish out this bolt from inside the frame.
Yeah.
That would have been
easy. That would have been fine.
Oh, yeah, you think so? Especially because it was the back bolt, so it would have dropped and been sitting
gone forever.
Yeah, exactly, gone forever. We would just said, leave the bolt in there, and we will just go buy a new bolt.
So we finally... Okay, we get it put up.
Yeah, we figure out it was caught on one section, so we get it unhitched back off of there and get all the bolts through. Finally, we get
Did you do unhitched on purpose?
I did.
Nice.
I was hoping that you caught that.
Nice.
So we get the 6 bolts, we get all the bolts started, and we're finally getting through getting the actual hitch on. And it is once we got that wire, I feel like unhitched. Used it again there.
Jesus.
I feel like it tighten down the bolts. That I felt like that was fine.
Although to tighten down the bolts was pretty funny because we had to use 7
or 8 extensions.
So we had to use what was it, like a
converter from a half-inch to a 3/8.
Yep, and then extensions, and then
A-
go from 3/8 to half-inch because we just didn't have a long half-inch extension.
Exactly.
So we had this Southeast Ohio jerry-rigged fucking long-ass extension.
It was hilarious.
I mean, thank God you had the hammer drill.
The
and
impacts?
The impacts. And
Oh, my
so
God.
that worked. And then your torque wrench.
Yeah.
That worked. So everything's...
Torque to spec.
So short story long, everything's torqued. Everything's fine now. We have the hitch on. We get the ball on. So we go and get the
Do we want to even mention the project we did right after we got the hitch done where you just fucking ate the ground afterwards?
Oh, when we were moving the logs?
Yeah, when we were moving the
my
logs,
gosh.
man.
So I had surgery on my left wrist to get rid of some carpal tunnel and to screw together some broken bones that I have in my wrist. And so I have pain in there every once in a while. So we're moving these logs from beside your garage because we don't want snakes and lions and tigers and bears getting in your garage. And we're moving them over by your fence.
Going pretty well.
Yeah,
like
easy,
we I think we were what, like 3/4 of the way done?
Yep. It wasn't too bad. And you decided to dig up a rock in front. Yeah, I'm blaming you
Yeah, that's fair.
again. It wasn't me not paying attention. It was,
Definitely wasn't you not paying attention. 100%.
so I'm carrying this big log over and I just eat shit. Twisted my ankle.
Went to go catch yourself with your bad wrist.
Yep.
Oh my God, man.
And so now,
And I don't
my
even
wrist
see
hurts.
this. Like I'm turned the other way, like going to grab another log. And then all of a sudden I hear,
Know that?
yeah, I didn't even know. I had no idea. And then I grab a log and I turn around and then you're just on the ground.
It's probably cussing up a storm.
Yeah.
I assume. Yep.
I'm just like, what just happened? And then you were like, well, there's a rock here. And I was like, oh my God, my guy.
Yep. But helped me up, stretched out my ankle.
Wrist is still killing you.
Yep. So the ankle's fine, not a big deal. So cut to
Today. Oh my goodness.
so today we think we're good. Let's preface that because we always think
we always
everything-
think everything's going to go perfectly
everything's
fine.
going to go good. Now let's go ahead and say that I've never put a hitch on.
I've never put a hitch on.
Okay, so we get to the rental place.
Get there about what, like I think like 15 minutes early.
Yep, because I'm a stickler like that, and you were giving me anxiety this morning.
How was what?
We had to go to Giant Eagle, and it's
Yeah, and we left
Plenty of
30
time.
minutes early with
Don't
plenty
care.
of time.
I understand, and it only took you what, like 10 minutes in Giant Eagle.
Yeah.
we didn't even go back to your house after Giant Eagle. Like we went straight
There.
to the rental company. So I asked the guy, Jonathan was his name, right? Jonathan. I asked him, hey, I'm here. Here's my confirmation code. Here's blah, 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 whatever it is he needs. And then he says, nope,
That's not back yet.
we don't have that. Oh, here we go. Well, I have a reservation. Not the guy's fault. So he is very accommodating. He said that we'll give you a 6x12. We'll give you any size basically that they had that can do one-way trips. Because I'm not driving to Cincinnati
And then back to
and then
Cleveland.
driving back to Cleveland and then driving back to Cincinnati. So we just get this rental and then we're on our way. Finally, somebody, I don't know, what is it? 10, 20, not 30, not 40. It's like an hour later. Somebody finally, Deontay's wife says, shaking her head. Yes. I was
Yeah,
waiting
like-
on you assholes the whole time. Gosh. Which you had, not to get off topic, but you had a prior engagement.
That we'll talk later. We'll talk more about here in just a moment.
So we finally get everything squared away to get this trailer rented. And
There's
get out
no
there,
wiring harness.
Fucking no wiring harness. Duh. We should have known that.
Fair point.
Easy. So, no problem. We're pretty adept at spending 4 days on doing something. We can easily get a wiring harness and get it put in. Except
nobody has this because you have such a new vehicle. I blame you 100%.
It's not my
for
vehicle.
having a new vehicle.
It's not my vehicle.
I blame you because it's your wife.
I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't take the blame for stuff. So, yes, no wiring harness. Nobody has it. And I mean no dealers, no auto shops, no parts places. Amazon has it.
Could have it next day.
We could have had it next day. But I'm like, at this point, I'm at my wit's end, right?
Frustrated.
Yes.
Well, on top of that, we hadn't eaten all day.
That is true. That was probably a big part of it. So we stopped, got a burger, calmed down a little bit.
Got a little less frustrated. And then you call the rental company again.
Yep. And I said, look, what do we need to do? And Jonathan goes, well, we can get you, we sell wiring. They do wiring there for hitches. Well, shit. That's what I'll do then. Let's do that. The 30th. We can get you in on the 30th, my dude. I don't have until the 30th.
I have until tomorrow.
And I didn't even say that. He said, look, we'll put you down for the 30th, but I will just come in tomorrow. We'll help you out. We'll get it done if you come in first thing in the morning. So got reimbursed for the trailer I didn't take. Have an appointment in the morning, technically the 30th, but he said we'll get it done in the morning. So early tomorrow morning, going to
early.
Like
yeah, early.
I have to be there at 7. So I'll go there, get the wiring put on, rent the new
which
trailer.
You already have a reservation for the new trailer on top of it.
Jonathan gave me a new trailer, like a new reservation
for the same trailer, right?
Yes, for the exact same trailer. Very, very helpful.
He was extremely nice.
Yeah, nice, helpful. Wasn't frustrated. Like I wouldn't say I was a bad customer, but I was throwing a lot at this dude.
A lot, yeah. He had to deal with a lot, and he handled it like it was nothing.
Yeah, which
was amazing in and itself.
I mean, it helped that I was an awesome person about it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Clearly, and so now that's where we're at. I'm now drinking more of your alcohol.
That's what it's here for.
Your wife's probably
ready to kill
really
both of us.
Tired of me being here.
Ready to kill both of us.
So that brings me to a question that's off topic, but what is that, like, the number of days a guest can stay before you're like, okay,
I don't know. Ask your kids.
you offer, first of all.
Hey,
that's not.
No, Isabel asked. Your wife literally said, hey, my child wants to come and stay. I was like, okay, cool.
Okay, I rest my case then. There we go. You said okay.
Your child asked me, though.
You said okay.
I said okay because I can't be the shit uncle.
You could just text me and be like, bro, I don't want your fucking kids in my house for a week and a half.
I don't think that's an option, though, because we're all that we got each other. So,
all right, that's fair.
If I act like the shit uncle, then who am I?
You're the shit uncle.
That's a fair statement there.
If that's what you act like.
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
I mean, if you see a duck, it sounds like a duck, and
it's a lion.
And it tastes like a duck.
Nope, it's a lion.
It's a lion. Rawr. Okay, I just wanted to double check. We're still recording. Okay.
Unlike the last time?
Yeah. Which is fine. That's a whole nother subject. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get into it.
Oh my God.
So the last time we recorded, that was a good
episode.
So where we were was
we were going to a football game.
Yep, Cleveland football game. Because I'm no longer. I have renounced my Cleveland Browns
until the situation at hand.
Yeah, but like it can't just be I've thought long about this, and you know as well
But
as I
on top
do.
of that, like we have, like, what about Jim Brown though? Like, if we're going to talk about, like, he did a lot of questionable things as well.
Yeah, and I can grow as a person in my views on things. This is how am I going to go to a Cleveland game, funnel hundreds or if not thousands of dollars a season into this company, and then go home to
All your
4 daughters.
yeah, yeah,
4 daughters.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, hey, I thought you had a good starting quarterback. Oh, well, he's suspended. What's he suspended for?
questionable things.
I mean, there are a few of my daughters. Well, honest, I don't regulate what I say to my kids. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
real life is real life. I would tell them, like, this dude's a piece of shit, and he did a bunch of very inappropriate things.
with
Allegedly, I will say that just because.
we have the whole you are innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, the evidence is pretty damning, and that's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. That's why I'm not fighting it at all. Like, yes, you are 100% correct. I just stand behind, like, it is a lot of people, but also on top of it, are we guilty until proven innocent, or innocent until proven guilty? And I stand behind.
You're talking the court of law, though.
Yes.
I'm talking about the court of public opinion,
Which is completely destroyed from.
He is guilty in the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
There are text messages. There are.
Yes. I'm not going to
his
fight
lawyer
you
is
with that.
Fucking terrible, by the way.
Yes, he is. Oh my God. That in itself. Like, yeah, and the fact that we did that and just destroyed that relationship with Baker Mayfield.
Terrible. So
After one bad season with him.
So because
he was injured. Because he was injured.
Oh shit! My drink almost fell. So that is correct. So no, I do not and it was a hard decision. I've been a Cleveland fan for more than 30 years, but it's not something that I took lightly. It's not. Sports are not as important as family, as women's rights, as nothing like in the real life like that. It's not that important to me. And sports is pretty important to me.
There's other sports.
Right.
There's other sports. You could start getting into baseball.
Oh my God. Let's not get into baseball. Let's just stick with it. So I've decided I'm not going to root for a team. I'm going to root for good games. And whoever plays against Cleveland.
That's fair.
So
and
what do they do with Baker?
there's actually like really good talks right now that he's going to the Seahawks.
No, that's not what I want. I don't care what experts say. What do I want? Carolina. Because I want him to whoop the shit out of Cleveland in week one.
Literally immediately, just week one.
And then whoever they play week 2, trade him to that team.
Beat the shit.
And just 16-0, 17-0. I don't give a shit. That's ridiculous. That's how upset I was about it. But that's all the publicity I'm going to give to that team.
And remember, like, it happened when you were up here. Like, we were at the grocery store together.
Yeah, that's right.
And then all of a sudden, because it looked like it was dead. Like, it looked like it was dead and, like, we didn't have to worry about it. And then...
Yeah, because geez, see, that's 35 years of ingrained we.
Yeah.
No, it's not we anymore. So the Browns said, nope, we're not interested in Baker Mayfield or in Deshaun Watson. Lo and behold, though, fucking idiots.
Literally, that's crazy that they even did that. Because, like, don't get me wrong, Baker is not the best of the best. But when you have a solid defense like they have, you don't need the best of the best with that. And they were fine with Baker. So, yeah. No.
So that's what I'll be doing.
I'll be cheering for fantasy football like a mother. I'll be doing like 3 or 4 teams of fantasy football.
Yeah.
be able to do that.
Yeah, because I don't have to worry about like
Rooting for any specific thing. You can cheer
Right.
for just your players.
nice. Yeah, I can do that.
Red zone all day long.
Yeah, I can only have like 2 screens on. Last year was I working on my I wasn't working on my masters last year. It's been a couple years, right? I don't.
No. Last football season, we were both working on a Masters.
Jeez, man, I'm so bad with timelines. But yeah, so that'll be interesting this year to just relax and
Watch cocaine football.
Yeah, sure.
Straight
Red
feet.
zone, man.
Oh, right into the veins, man. So, yeah, it's a topic in itself, and I feel like that would...
Now, I'm not. If somebody wants to root for the Browns, you know what? Go for it. That's your prerogative. I'm not gonna talk down to you or judge you, or that's not my place. I just, from my standpoint, I don't think that I will be able to root for them right now. Now, if it comes out and he absolutely is innocent, which what do you make of? Man, I said I would not give this fucking team any more talk.
Well, finish this, and I feel like
I don't know. It's just
where he settled on 20 of the 24. Yeah. Like, if you really want to clear your name, you don't settle at all.
Right.
And
the way I look at that from the victim's point of view is they tried in criminal court. And the way that the justice system is set up in this country, sexual abuse does not get convicted. Hardly ever. No. So at that point, one lady dropped. I believe it was one woman dropped, right?
Yeah, they were at 25, and
because they said, "Hey, you have to disclose your name," and she was like, "Well, fuck you. That's going to destroy my clientele. It's going to destroy my business. I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
So she dropped, and then the 20 settle because you can't take it any further than that. Like they have gotten everything they can get out of it, so they at least should. And I'm not saying that makes up for what happened. No. But they need to get some sort of something out of it for them. Yeah. So why not get some money? And again, I don't want it to sound like it's just a money grab because I don't think it is. But then you get these 4 that are like, nope, I'm going to stick with it. This is going to be, I'm pursuing it because I want justice.
100%.
So.
But I will say, for this weekend, we did have a couple wins, though. Like, to think about it.
A couple wins. Let's see.
Like, that sump pump.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that.
On your air conditioner?
Yeah, like that. We had to rearrange it a little bit, but...
Yeah, that got done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was...
that.
And I'm saying I kicked your ass a couple times on some darts here.
That is true.
Kicked your ass.
There were a couple games where you thoroughly schwacked me.
And then every other time it was you, but that's besides the point. I think we're at 13-8 or something like that. Like you're at 13, I'm at 8.
That's probably about right. Yeah.
So
we played 5 games of pool. Who's ahead in that?
Yeah, you got that. 3-2.
That sounds about right.
3-2 though. 3-2. You don't have that much of an edge.
But that's an edge.
I guess.
That's a 5-game series. Like I beat you in a 5-game series on your home turf.
Okay. All right. But so I'm saying those were a couple good wins right there. Just to sit back, relax a little bit.
Sure. What else did we do? What did we watch? Did we watch anything?
We watched a little bit of the Stanley Cup.
Oh, that's tonight. Game 6 is tonight.
Yeah, that game 5 though, that was crazy.
I was like camping. It was intense.
I don't get it. I've never been in a tent and camping.
Just Google it.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing that used to happen when I was a kid. So let's take it back. How old are you?
I am 25.
Okay, yes. And I am 30-something, 36. What year is it?
It's 22.
Yeah, so I'll be 37 this year. So there's a pretty big disparagement between our ages.
12.
That's pretty close. You're actually not much older than my youngest daughter.
True story. I was 7 when she was born.
Yeah, that is true.
Turning 8.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, your oldest daughter and I are like really close, not just in age, but just in general, because we're just so close to each other that we kind of grew up together.
yeah, you're probably the reason why she's got such a fucking sailor's mouth.
yeah, definitely. It's not you over there.
No.
Not growing up with you as well as a father.
No,
It's definitely not that.
Ridiculous. Anyway, so we are very close. You and I.
Yes.
So we
Mainly
weren't,
because you used to carry me around as a baby.
right, but
We weren't there for a while.
for a long while. But then I realized, well, shit, I need to help this kid along, and then he can, and then it got to the point where you moved away from Athens.
Yeah, I'm so glad for that too. I
Yeah,
can thank my wife for that so much every day.
No shit.
I'm glad.
And I had a rough go about it for a while, which I'm sure throughout the length of this podcast, there will be different guests that will shed light on me throughout the years. But finally got to the point where you would come down and stay with me. I would come up and stay with you. Then we started going to Cleveland games together. And then...
Yeah, and I'm saying we still can go to there's the hockey teams up here and whatnot. There's the Guardians. There's the Cavs. The Cavs are starting to become relevant too.
Let's just pump the brakes on that.
Easy there. They're becoming relevant without LeBron. How about that?
They're not as good as my team, but just saying.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thanks, Chris Paul.
I mean, you could blame whoever you want, but I mean,
it's the only reason they're good.
Yeah, it's definitely not Devin Booker.
Yeah, because when it was just when it was just him, they were losing a lot. Because he doesn't know how to control a team.
Definitely did not pay attention throughout the entire year. Did you?
Don't they hold the record for most losses?
No, I'm pretty sure that's Cleveland.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, pretty sure that's Cleveland.
I think it actually goes Cleveland then Phoenix. I'm not even joking.
But Cleveland's first. So.
Maybe I'm saying.
You know what? I got my phone right here.
I can't reach mine right now. I'm too lazy.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna look.
Actually, no. Wait, is it the 76ers? Remember when they were before the process or whatever?
The process.
I think it actually might be the 76ers.
All right, let's see. Most losses.
Didn't they have 73 losses in one season? Did they go 9-73?
I don't know, man. That sounds pretty bad. That sounds like a Cavs team.
No, that sounds...
Shit.
Is it Phoenix?
Nope, it's not Phoenix.
Is this the 76ers?
No, you don't remember what happened this year with the worst team this year?
No.
We were talking about it all season. We were celebrating when they got to 10 wins.
Oh, are you talking about the Houston Rockets?
Yes.
They have the most losses?
The 2021-22 Houston Rockets. Let's see. That might just be in the NBA season, though. I might be reading the internet wrong.
Well, they wouldn't count the playoffs because they wouldn't play.
You're not counted in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. It says, I think you got it right the first time, the Philadelphia 76ers.
Did they go 9-73?
They did go 9-73.
Yes.
You said before the process. You were absolutely right about before the process.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is it 72 season or something?
72, 73.
Oh, yes. I know sports.
Sports. Oh, my God. Wait, they own the 15-16.
So was that right after?
Dude, because we were nowhere close with our guesses.
Really?
It's not my team or your team. Jesus.
I know both of them have been pretty bad there for a while.
So it's 76ers, Nuggets, Mavs, Nets, Clippers. With
that rounds out the top 5.
9, 10, 11, 11, and 12. Woof.
Damn. Let's see.
I think what we're thinking of with the Cavs is the longest losing streak.
Yeah, which I think is 33 losses in a row.
That was after LeBron left.
That was that year right after LeBron.
Kyrie was so good. He's such a good player. He can carry a team.
No. That was the first year without LeBron when he went to Miami.
Yeah, and Kyrie would have been on that team, right?
No. This would have been the year before Kyrie.
I don't know about that.
When we had Daniel Gibson and Anderson Varejao.
Woof. The worst free throw shot in the world. Ugliest, rather. The ugliest. I hated it. Didn't he, like, spin it on a vertical axis or something? Like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
That was bad.
But,
so
like,
ugly.
on top of that, like, so to get back into it, like, we have all the other sports around here, and I love going to Monsters games. Like, to go to
Is that the hockey team?
Yeah, that's the hockey team.
What are they? ECHL, just like the Hurricanes are? Or
No,
they're
no.
AHL.
They're the step right below the NHL, whatever that is. I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
I'm googling it.
Okay,
Just to
but
be
like
transparent.
they're not a good
AHL. Yeah,
they're AHL.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the step right below
Yeah.
NHL?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
But like
I'm gonna move my mic around here, so you're gonna
hear a little bit of
you're gonna
movement.
Hear some weird ass noises here.
But
Nailed
to
it.
go
I'm
to
professional.
one of those games is fun because the section we sit in is all you can eat, all you can drink.
I like it. I like that first and that second one.
Yeah, and I'm saying the food's actually pretty good too. Like for just being like a sports team like venue, the food they'll bring out wings. They'll bring out.
You had me at they'll bring out. You had me at all you can eat.
Yeah, that's fair. And the seats they're like leather seats that you sit in. They're like nice seats.
Who sits down at a hockey game?
Well, when you're sitting in the section we sit in,
All you can eat, all you can drink. Yeah, okay.
yeah, you gotta have to.
You see, I like to,
There's tables in front of you, like
dude. I like to mingle down because I'm more of a commoner. You know what I mean? I'm not.
oh, you don't want to be like us?
Yeah, I'm not.
You don't want food?
Bougie ass. I can get food. I can get food.
Yeah, but we don't gotta pay for it.
$40 for a cheeseburger and an ice water. Hell yeah. It gets knocked out of your hands when you're celebrating a goal. Absolutely. You've never lived.
I've been to games with you, my guy.
Remember the $50 beer you bought?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
You're like, oh, wait, I had this. And I was like, yeah, dude, you did right before we left. Like, what did you do with it?
I don't know where.
Yeah, I had to have dropped it.
100% I did.
Hilarious.
Made me
Either
so
that
sad.
or you gave it to somebody to pay for it and they just, you thought you gave them a 1 or a 5 and they just kept it.
It's
It's possible, right?
well, yeah, I'm saying that's what happens when you send the drunk guy to go get beer. I'm saying he either drops a 50 or just gives a 50.
Hey. Wait, hold on. I remember that game. That was a fun game. You were so drunk that game.
I was so trashed.
Wait, was that the same game? That wasn't the same game that I left my wife's.
No.
She
This was
still
the
gives
one
me
that
shit
they were
about that.
like. It was when the running back. It was his rookie season.
Chubb. He ran that like
97 yard or whatever it is. Yeah,
He ran right by us.
Yeah.
We were on row 3.
yeah. We were row 3.
Yeah, 20-yard line, row 3.
Yep.
Nice. Oh yeah, that other one was the end zone. Oh, those are the assholes behind us.
Yeah, when we were
the
standing
Dolphins
up.
fans.
Yeah, when we were
Oh.
standing up and they got mad.
Yeah, sit down. I'm like, bro, literally everybody around us is standing up.
Just because you don't want to stand up, that sounds like a you.
You know,
problem.
I've contemplated that many, many times, and I'm like, no, you know what? I was not in the wrong there.
No, you were not.
I was not in the wrong. Stand up, my dude. Everybody else is standing up.
You're at a sports game.
It's not my fault. We whooped the Dolphins' ass that game.
And he was just all pissed off. Do I still stand behind that? Like they're not giving a picture to Reiner. Reiner?
Yes.
Is that how it is?
Reiner, yeah.
It could go either way.
So we got, did we talk about this in the beginning?
No, we did not.
We did
because
this
it was on a commercial break when we started.
So we're watching, quote, watching
It's playing in the background.
Overwatch League because on top of sports fans, on top of, nailed it. Nice. I picked it up.
Dang it.
So you hit the cough button, but
That still didn't work. Dang it.
We're still new at this. Anyway, on top of sports fans, on top of, jack of all trades, I say that loosely, we work through things. We also are nerds.
Oh my god, D&D.
Yep,
Love some
D&D. We watch Overwatch
Need next
League.
weekend to come so we can. Oh wait, we probably won't be playing next weekend either.
Oh, that's right.
Unless we do it in Athens.
We still need to finish that one shot that we were doing. That's for another time. We don't want to get rid of all the content. Anyway, we're watching Overwatch League. The Houston Outlaws are playing the Los Angeles Gladiators. Everybody's got a face cam.
Except for one.
Except for Reiner, as you called him.
Reiner, however you pronounce his name. I feel like it could go either way.
That's fair. His name's Reiner.
Okay, good
They've
to know.
said it. Anyway, he's the tank for the Los Angeles Gladiators. And we were just
I'm still new to the Overwatch League stuff.
That is true.
I'm still getting into it. Give me some time here. Jeez.
It's only been 5 seasons.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. I think that we could probably go ahead and wrap up the first episode of Dad and Company. This has been a long time coming. This is a project of mine that I've been wanting to do. And I know that you've been pretty excited to talk shit about me.
I have, yes.
Maybe the next time.
Dude, how did a gladiator already die? This match it hasn't even started. They're in the pre.
He's not dead, you dingus. He's just switching
he jumped off the edge. I watched him.
He could have jumped off the edge. That's
Sorry.
He might have wanted to change his character.
Maybe.
Jesus.
Sorry.
This is how I would like this podcast to go. Just free form. Whatever comes up. However the production value is. I'm absolutely not a professional at this or anything, probably.
No, we figure it out 90% of the time, though. Even though it takes us 17 hours.
So, to everybody that's listening, thank you for supporting. Remember to subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your family. As far as I'm concerned, you can share with your enemies as long as the word gets out there. But thanks for joining my brother and I, and we're out.